Alright, second job, gaming with Sedastian and Nynlthul playing Age of Empires. I always say that, Age of Engineering. Oh man, I'll get it right one of these days. We are in Age 11 and we are now creating our 16 by 16 space station. Got to turn my notifications off on my phone because that was really loud. Yes, I understand that I have all of that set up. Stop touching my mouse. Okay, so I've been explaining to Nynlthul how we're supposed to build this. I built this massive launch pad, or not launch pad, but this is the creation place for our space station. It can be 16 by 16 long and wide. I'm not really sure what the height limit is, but I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably going to be about 4 to 5 high, just because that's a good number. I don't know if we can go any higher than that, but I guess we really shouldn't bother with that. So first we got to build a little launch pad landing dock for it. We're just going to go with the regular 3x3 like these little guys here. So 9, what do you think? In the corner, in the middle somewhere, or in the middle center? It's an even setup, so I know how you hate evens.
Center.
Huh?
There is no middle center then.
I know. That's why I know you hate it, but we can shorten this to a 15 by 15 if you want to just take a row out and a column.
No, you can't put it in the center.
Yeah.
Technically. So
technically no. So in one of the corners?
I guess the corner is the only logical place for odd thing to
So
fit.
this is where the rocket ship will land when it comes in. So the rest of this stuff is where we need to build up the space station. So I think we have started with a ton of aluminum blocks, because that's what I was making the old spaceship with, which I didn't know how that worked. I was pretty derpy on it, but I figured it out. Of course, we got those two, and we launched me into the moon in the last episode. So but we can build it out of cobblestone, we can build it out of glass, we can build it out of steel, we can build it out of anything we want to. Wood, yeah, even wood. We can even build it out of water blocks if we wanted to, I guess. If we wanted to somehow shore it up and just make it out of water and fall through into the void out in space. Well,
you would think it would freeze.
Well, yeah, you would think it would, but I don't think he used that as part of his physics. I'm pretty sure he just didn't worry about that because, Mojang hasn't put us into space yet. So I think we got a ton of aluminum because of all of the titanium and chrome. So I thought that would be a good way to go.
Yeah, works.
So, and we can also use structure towers for added coolness. So basically, I guess you can cobblestone.
Don't they have to be solid blocks so that you can seal the building, or?
Yeah, it's got to be, stuff you can't walk through basically on the outsides, but the insides can have doors and things like that. So, thinking right there. So that's 5 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. And now we just drop him there. So kind of like this right here as a basic place. And we just see if this does anything here.
So it's an 8x8, so it's a chessboard.
Chessboard?
64 block?
That'd make me the king. Woohoo! Wait, king. Woohoo! No cut downs. Alright, so we can still leave some cool things over here. Let's go ahead and get rid of the rest of this. See, look at that. Look at all the aluminum dust we got. Tons of it. So basically, there, there, here, here, and put some of these structure towers here. Kind of like that, you know, kind of like scaffolding, holding everything together. Need more aluminum. Yeah, I can burn a bunch of aluminum. Be right back. Should have thought about this.
What? You're running low already?
Yeah, we're done. Already finished with it. Okay, you are over here.
Okay, so we have a whole bunch of dust, but it's not actual aluminum.
Yeah.
And I guess use the immersive engineering. Because I don't think we have a lot of the voltage. Aluminum. Aluminum.
Actually, I was going to use the induction furnace. Nope, won't work.
Yeah, since it's Tech Reborn, I don't know what it needs. But...
Just use the arc furnace real quick. These graphite rods are pretty easy to do, so not a big deal. Cool, got some chrome. Gotta dump that back in there. Get rid of you. Put you out there, take you in there. Drop all you guys out. Satellite bays for that thing. Get over there. And dump, 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 dump. Dump, 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 dump. There we go. Burn, baby, burn! Man, if we had the induction furnace, this thing would be just moving right along, but of course not. Won't do Tech Reborn, even though it's basically the same system. Go figure, right?
Yeah, some of those are kind of strange how they don't work. Well, you would think they would.
You'd think they would. Alright, so I'm going to dump these blocks in there. What? Aluminum bar is cool. And you can go ahead and pick them up and put them together out there. I will be there in a minute. I got 51 of these guys to go.
I think we could use some of the enlightened fused quartz. If you want to throw some nether quartz and some glowstone in the alloy smelter. We've got 10. 1, it will give us light. 2, we can see through it, so it could be our glass.
So quartz and what?
Glowstone.
Quartz and glowstone. The dust or the stone?
The dust. We should have a decent amount of it.
Smelter. Doop, doop. Alright. Let that cook there. Come back over here. Oh, the things you gotta do in this game. We are Team Geotech!
Okay.
Alright, so throwing some more aluminum ingots in there for you. So you can make them into big old blocks of good foil. Have you heard of Weird Al song Foil?
No. Not that, no,
Well, you gotta do that, man. Now you got to. I will not let you live without it.
mm-hmm.
So, late game of this game is always just constantly creating more stuff to make more stuff. Oh, I got all 4 of the metal presses done, so we got one for each one of the molds now. Whew. I am so sick of making those vibrant photovoltaic cells.
So about Do you have a pattern that you were working on here, or do you just run out?
No. Yeah, I just went with what I went with, and if it's cool, it's cool. If it's not, don't worry about it. I mean, we're just trying to make something kind of flashy and kind of neat, but you know, we're not going to stick with, you know, just it having to be that way. You are a kitty, and you're on my knee. Let me see if he needs food, because he is way too happy. Yeah, he definitely needs food. Anything else I can put together while I'm here?
Nothing I know of.
Alright, so more aluminum ingots coming your way.
The enlightened fused quartz could be.
Ha! Yep. They should be done by now. Yep. Alright, it is in there. 48 of them, you think that's a good amount? Or you want more?
Probably more if we can
We can.
swing it.
So 1, 2, 3. 3. Not there. Not there. Here. Glowstone quartz. Glowstone quartz. Glowstone quartz. That is not gonna work, is it?
Nope. Raining.
Yeah, that is not gonna work. I'm curious. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it might work. Curious. Yeah, I guess that'll work. That's pretty ugly, but I think it'll do it.
What'd you call me?
Not you. I would never call you that. Alright, here's some more aluminum ingots for you. Now you probably asked why I don't have a chest filling this thing. And the problem is because these graphite electrodes up here, they tick down once every one of these guys is made. So you want to fill up every one of these 9, 12, yeah, 12 to get one tick out of each of these guys off of there. But if you only do this one, it'll fill up one section there, then go to the next one, then the next one, and unless you turn it off and put some kind of comparator in here to fill all of these up, it's not going to do good. And I really didn't want to go through the comparator setup. It's just easier to bring a whole bunch of this stuff in here and just like dump like that, dump, and be done with it, you know, because you know you're constantly going to be doing it all the time anyway, so it don't matter. Go over here and check this right here real quick. It is done, and yeah, sweetness. Dark fused quartz. Alright, so more quartz for you. Quartz. 1, 2, 3. Glowstone. 1, 2, 3. Glowstone quartz. Glowstone quartz. Put you all in here, shall we? Okay. Glowstone quartz. Glowstone quartz. There we go. Gonna be ugly, but it'll work. More aluminum ingots for you. Ever so quickly making these things. The electrodes are almost down to 70% already, and that's okay because it made a bunch of chrome and titanium for us. Yeah. Now forward. Oh, that's where I wanted to be. Geotech, that's where I wanna be. I couldn't sing the rest of it because, you know, not family friendly. Alright, so jungle bees have completely. No, you're supposed to go in there. Silliness. Insert it. Alright, so give me my sticky combs already. And I know they're gonna sting me once they get started up again. I don't know what they're waiting for. Ah.
Waiting for you to turn around.
Yeah, right? Ah, run! Because they will zap me with their stinginess. Because they're so stingy. Alright, so 37 deuterium. Yeah, we got some stuff going on here. Alright, so I keep outrunning this thing. Oh, so close. Almost done. Go, go, yes. Alright, so real quick, everybody. Ah, I can run right. This is the space station setup here. Yeah, the Advanced Rocketry. We got our arc furnace here. Got our lathe. Don't know why I built a lathe because we don't need it. All of our rocket fuel setup with the electrolyzer and the rocket chemical reactor for the fuel. It should have a whole ton of fuel in there. Yep, 16 buckets worth. Got our precision assembler. Got the crystallizer and the cutting machine. This crystallizer, it's got to have these silicone boules made with it, with 1 ingot and 9 of these things. You dump that in there and it fills them up like that. So 1 ingot, 1 nugget makes 3 boules, I think. Boules, or it makes 1 boule. 1 boule. Anyway, so over here, had to go and create a setup in order to make the silicon boules. So, I believe it is silicon that you need for this over here. Let's see here. Nope. Let's try this. Nope. Alright, so, nope. Ain't gonna work that way either. Nope. Okay. Let's try this. Yeah. Did it again. There we go. Alright. So in order to make silicon ingots, you gotta have the silicon dust. That silicon dust. Got to put sand in the crusher, which is mechanism which we don't have. Which arc furnace does sand into this thing, but it takes so much energy. So where did I get this from? Oh, come on. Yeah, now I look like a silly man. So I'm gonna forget that right now. I'm gonna get back to the aluminum so we can get back to the space station creation. Because we got about 10 minutes to go to the end here.
Do you still have the launch pad stuff with you, or?
No, it's in the. You can make more if you need it. Just
No, I mean, if you have some, did you just make a certain amount, or?
no, I just made what we needed. Didn't make any more because it's not something that we need to keep making. Unless you wanted to make multiple things.
No, it's I've started making a pattern, and so 1, 2, 7 more would fit the pattern. But you can see for yourself. Structure towers. I figure we still have structure towers somewhere in here.
Oh, here. There you go. I had them on me. Come on. Let's see, we should get some enlightened quartz now. There you go. More enlightened quartz. If you need any more than that, you should have over 200 of them now.
Oh, I shouldn't know. Shouldn't know? No, I don't.
You should know. Oh yes, yes you should. Come on, finish up. I want to get back to the game.
You're in it.
Well, I think
Part of it.
doing all right. I hate sitting on the screen doing this though. It's
True.
I want to be able to do something else. Can't do that.
Well, it's visually entertaining.
Right? I can do this though. Got up a bunch of these over here. So, in order to make titanium, you gotta have the bauxite dust going into the electrolyzer here, and I got it powered up by 3 medium voltage solar arrays. Woo. Going into this thing, which is feeding this, and this, and coming back through an extractor to get rid of these guys right here, and then dump it back into this thing, and it makes dust constantly with nothing else needed. So it keeps on working, it doesn't stop. As you can see over here, 253, 253, 249, and it will pop back up to about something or other. Yep, 300, and it'll be good there. Yay, we're done. So more aluminum coming your way, sir, and 1 Sedastian coming your way, sir.
Do we have 4 more black? I don't see. What are those?
4 more black what?
Those flowers.
I can go get some.
What are the flowers called?
The lotus or something like that? Here, I got one coming up here real quick because I know they're out here. They're called black lotus.
Okay. There's none in our system, so.
And there will be in a second. So
4 more would give me the.
Yeah, I'll get you more than that. Now I could set the quantum quarry to get a whole bunch of them for us. So it's not doing anything else since the moon thing didn't work for us. There you go. 13 of them in there for you. And I'm coming to you. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that'll do it. So, that's a nice little thing there. Any blue blocks? Yeah. Blue concrete. You make that the what is your concrete powder into water pool?
You see it fits the size.
Nope.
But the glass that we have in the floor so we can see through, but it's also blast resistant and emits light. So I thought that was kind of interesting that it is blast resistant, so it's not just, hey, I'll do some glass in there.
That's good.
I mean, if we could do the whole square, but I don't know, the little star looking thing here is quite a star.
I was actually going to do this right here. Concrete powder. Neat. we're gonna put the geotech symbols up in there. Now, cause gotta tell the universe who we are, right?
Sure. What? Just a 4x4 or a
Yeah.
2x2? I mean.
Yeah. Oh, monotonous. That's the name of this late game, though. Monotony. There we go. Alright, so... yeah, right here.
And
Yep.
then on the other side, or
Yeah.
oh, I was thinking this side.
Oh, you want on the other side over here?
Well, I mean, I guess it could be all 4 sides, depending on what side you come at.
Yeah, but do you want it down here on the bottom? Coming out so that it's more like a 3x3, because I know how you are with your 3x3s.
No, it didn't have to be a 3x3. Because everything is sort of an even. It could be. Oh. You could put it down where it's, because it's going to be outside of the
Yeah.
thing rather than a wall. So you could put it where it's flat here.
I mean, we can even, well, we can't put it out there because it's past the thing.
And then we could put a viewport so that we could actually look over it. So if it was placed at the bottom there, no, not flat, but
Not flat.
still standing up.
So like that.
Isn't it the other way around? Or am I looking at it from the wrong side? I guess I'm looking at it from the wrong. No, it doesn't. Maybe I'm just looking at the wrong side. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I guess so.
it's like when it was up here, up top, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's perfectly it.
Yeah, blue's on the
But-
wrong side. If you look at it over
But I
here,
guess if
it's not the
you're
right way.
looking
'Cause
at,
blue's on the left, but blue's on the right here. What?
yeah, because you're going to be approaching it from a ship, quote unquote, on
Right.
the outside of the ship.
That's what I was thinking. That's why I did it that way.
But if you, and then we could actually have walls and glass.
Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Yeah. Yes. So if you just wondered how I did that, go ahead and leave me a comment. Ask me, Sedastian, how did you do that? I'll be happy to tell you.
Type it in that accent.
Yeah, be sure to type it into your best foreign accent. Foreign to me. Might not be foreign to you, but that's fine.
Sure.
Okay, so we are going to need more aluminum.
Well, I haven't been. Okay. Haven't been pushing it. I've just been making 9 at a time. I don't want to have huge stacks of wooden blocks. I guess they revert, so really not a huge thing. I don't know if the half things are airtight or they need to be, or technically, actually making the I didn't need to make the extras. If we make it so that it's airtight, this landing pad has to be
In.
yeah.
That's fine.
at least to a door. So if we put a door here on this structure, then we could, I don't know if it takes into account that, hey, you've got something built up here, I can't land here, or what it's going to do. But
Yeah.
if you land here, you're outside the ship, and then you'd walk inside.
Yeah, and you'll have to be outside the ship because look at it. I mean, you're always outside the ship. We'd have to leave this thing open, maybe, in order for it to land on it, so we couldn't cover it up anyway, so you're still going to be outside.
Well, I guess we could just leave it and then have a wall on the other side of it. So.
Yeah, Nynlthul doesn't like to turn on his magnet. That's why I get everything.
My thing says that the magnet's on as far as the this wireless crafting terminal thing is concerned.
Do you want a 4x4?
Huh?
Do you want it as a 4x4? Or do you want it as a 3x3?
No, it's a 4x4.
Okay.
You see, I'm fitting this pattern.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works. Alright, so yeah.
But the wall is going to oh, not there.
There's one wrong there. What's wrong there? Yeah, you're wrong. There's one down there. What's going on here?
The
No, not one down here, but there's one down there.
I guess the structure thing we don't need.
Silly man. You have a... There's something different here. There. That's what's different. Okay. And, yeah, this block here is not there. No, hold on. This block is not there. Yeah, that's better.
I don't think I put that block in.
You didn't.
Oh, like, how am I wrong? I don't understand this.
Sorry, I shouldn't have blamed you. It was me. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Just confusing me.
My process is complete. Alright, so we've got to leave some room in the middle for a warp core. So I guess this is as good a spot as any. Unless we wanted to add on later on and put a warp core somewhere else. Because we can build more of these things and ship them up into the sky one at a time. We don't have to do all at one time. Obviously we can't because, you know, 16 by 16 is as big as you can get it, and you can have a massive station up there.
How big is a warp core? I've never seen one.
I don't know. I'd have to do something else. So anyway,
Well, we could do the do you have some? Well, I have some doors on me.
Yeah.
Where are
we
your
can
doors?
use iron doors. We can use some of those. I think I got some of those copper-nickel doors in here still.
Well,
Nope, no doors. But I still have some copper-nickel in here. They make a pretty neat door.
I'm just placing it, trying to get it to
No, son.
show what I'm thinking.
No, son, don't go down on us. Oh, we'll be left defenseless up here with no lighting.
Can you give me the other oak door that you just stole from me?
I demand you go back up. Thank you.
From the inside here. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to.
If you have a step or a plate here, then they would both open.
Yeah, but On the
going
other side,
out.
you can't have a plate here because
Why
this
not?
thing has to be open. So you would have to do like that. Hey,
There's the launch pad.
then you have to make it a 3x3 because it has to be symmetrical.
You never mentioned that before.
Yeah. Well, you know, the wiki for Advanced Rocketry is not great, but the guide on this thing is really wonderful. So he really went the extra mile to teach you how to do all this stuff.
I mean, technically, we could take out those pieces, put in aluminum, put in a plate, and we've got automatic door.
Yeah.
And it would give us some room around here to land in, I guess.
Let's see.
So revert it back to what it was previously. Yesterday on making a platform, we were exactly where we are now.
Ah. Yeah,
Actually,
that works.
that one.
Mine.
And then we just need, well, if we want to do iron doors, those will still work. We'll just need 2 pressure plates on either side, and we've got automatic door once we land on the platform, walk into it and open and go. And the rest of it doesn't really need interior walls, I would guess, until we make connections or another one of these platforms and we're using it. The corner door I really do like.
Yeah, I do too. It's pretty spiff, especially when it opens up the right way like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty spiff. Spiff, adjective, meaning it's really cool. Whoa!
What?
You just zonked it around.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
And I figure up to, if we go to 4, we can put a roof on over the glass.
Yep.
And over the doors.
And we can send it up there and then put stuff inside of it afterward, and we can actually build on while we're out there. So we don't actually have to build it all here. It just seemed kind of easier to put it all here.
Yeah. And as far as roofing goes, we can probably use some glass. We don't need the glowing glass all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe, light level wise, the amount of glass that we currently have should keep this place completely lit. Unless I've missed something.
You missed something? Nonsense.
I mean, I haven't done the math, but everything looks like it should.
Well,
be
we
lit
haven't done
fairly
that
well.
since high school, so.
It's true. How many cookies is that? I don't know. They all fit in my mouth.
That is the only true answer. You have graduated, my son. Congratulations. Alright, so this one's running a little longer than normal. That is okay, because it took a little longer than we really wanted it to, because I derped and didn't have everything ready to go.
We're also new to this whole thing, so.
Yeah, we're still Advanced Rocketry stupid. That is okay. Alright. So, let me put a fourth layer on top of this and then cap it all up.
Oh, pardon me. Yeah, something like that.
Oh, no.
Well, it doesn't have to be. Yeah, just keep the wall for the wall, and then
Like that tall right here.
yeah, and then just finish the wall off, and then we'll see. What does that thing look?
I'm gonna need more aluminum blocks.
How many?
A lot.
No, I'll just do 17 in there. I guess you probably just took all of them.
Yeah, I got them. I mean, we can make more.
We may
Trust me.
want to make the top layer a different color, or something like that.
Yeah, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more to go.
But we'll just do it as aluminum at the moment. We'll evaluate the appearance.
No, I don't want that kind.
Actually, take a piece of the aluminum block. Take one of the aluminum blocks, break it into the 9 component parts, and use one of each and see what it produces for you. So basically use the other aluminum, 8 of that, plus 1 of those.
Well, it turns it back into LibVolps aluminum. It doesn't turn it into immersive engineering aluminum. So, that doesn't work.
I wasn't sure which one it would select over the other.
It's an immersive engineering block, so it should turn it back into an immersive engineering ingot.
Well, it turns it back to, that is weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
I'm guessing that the LibVolp is the main
17 more.
aluminum.
Okay. Yeah, I missed those.
Well, I just placed them in there, so, and then replace that one that we just destroyed in this corner.
Alright, so
All right,
we can make this whole top layer a whole nother thing.
this corner.
Huh? Oh, fiddles. Sedastian, you missed one. No, I didn't. You just went looking.
Okay, so I'm not really worried about the roof at the moment, because I think most likely want to use like a hardened glass or something, possibly. I don't know. We could use like the ceiling here, like looking straight up. 2, 3.
Yay!
So that our light is actually being cast outside too. So, oh, he doesn't have one. Okay. And then whatever we decide, alabaster maybe? Make it a brighter, whiter ceiling.
You want
I
to
don't think
change
we've
the
got a ton
floor
of it.
to match it? Because we got 934 alabaster. Unless you want to slab it.
We can do it later. Because then we could swap out the floor, but put the aluminum, like move the aluminum down one layer.
Yeah.
And then put the alabaster on the inside, so that the shell is an aluminum shell, and then the interior is the alabaster. So we don't have to worry about the alabaster at the moment. Actually, the ceiling could still work, and then we would just put aluminum on the outside after we've launched it. And then we could put aluminum on the underside and then replace the interior aluminum with alabaster. Just so that we have an aluminum shell as our station, but it would give a better appearance on the inside.
I'm looking at the chisel blocks right now. Because, they got some pretty cool ones in here.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to find a really neat one. A block of iron, yeah. We could make a whole thing a block of iron.
And then just where the glass is, we'll leave it inset.
Yeah.
So that the glass still sees out, casts light out. I don't know, I kind of like this. Might be my standard building if I can ever remember it. Kind of cool, and it fits in a chunk.
Yeah.
And it's got the hinge door. I love it.
Yeah, so why don't we alabaster it up just to see?
Yeah, the ceiling, just throw in alabaster at the light, at the glass level here. Yeah. I guess I can help instead of watch. I guess environmental tech is where alabaster comes from.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not bad. Doesn't quite fit the bottom, but...
Well, once we swap it out, it will. But if you were correct on the size, and it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, technically we're 5 high. So hopefully it fits. If not, we'll have to tear the roof off, launch it, and put the roof back.
Well, we can fix it up while we're out there. We just have to have the stuff take care of it. So,
And do we want to replace the oak doors with iron?
yeah, probably. Let me look at the doors choices we got. Stainless steel door we can't make yet. The aluminum door looks pretty good. I wish there was one that was solid, like a reinforced door.
We do have a reinforced.
Yeah. Well, makes another one, so... Ah, of course not. Lead plates. We need 3 lead plates to make another one. We already have one of those? You said?
What?
Yeah, how about the
Oh,
airlock door?
Actually, that would probably be...
Fitting, yeah. We
Yeah.
got 2 of them right now, so... Go ahead and break these guys down. Ooh, boy. This is what you get for using the wrong tool for the job, Sedastian.
And outside is where you'd have to place it if it operates like these doors. So.
Hush, girl. You picked that one up, I think.
I shouldn't have.
Because it is gone. Haha. Okay, so don't mistakenly break one of those guys, because it will not let you do it again. There we go. Check it out. You know you love it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, ow!
Um,
Jumped for joy and smashed my head on the enlightened fused quartz. Hey, I've been enlightened. Hey, should we put torches up here?
Not yet. Make sure it's airtight.
Did you say
first.
not yet? We're going to space. We really don't want to put torches in the space station. You burn up all the oxygen.
Uh-huh.
That was my geeky moment for this episode. Thank you, people. Thank you.
Let's see.
Speak.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, because an airlock would mean that there's an inner door and an outer door. So we may need to do something like, oh, we can't. This has to sort of be here. But we may have to section off all the way up to here. Put in another door right here, so that we walk through, then we walk onto another plate here and open the door, so that we're not automatically opening a door. You know what I mean?
Letting all the air out.
Yeah.
These are the things
Putting
you
out
don't
our
think of,
torches.
people. Yeah. Oh, guess I'll let you have that one. You let me have this one. Oh.
So if we do something like, of course not with alabaster, then we just have a secondary door, so that when we come in, that one would technically close off, make sure that it air pressurizes, and then when we step onto the next plate, it would open. But that would put a plate right. Oh, I think you should have gotten a piece of glass.
Yeah, I did.
But we need. I don't have any aluminum at the moment. So if you want to put aluminium, or we can just put down a. Yeah. And if you want to put down 4 or 3 more aluminum, it would fit our pattern a little better. Stay consistent.
No power for.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mine's a little faster than I thought.
Good shot, Johnson.
I mean, technically, we could leave this one. No,
I like that better.
We could go one more out and become the X-Men. Or the plus me. All I see is a big plus. There we go.
Yep. Oh, well, like we said, we can build on afterward.
Yeah.
Alright, so, now that we got all that, we should be able to scan it.
Until it's too big.
Missing satellite bay. Okay.
Space station assembler.
There's a satellite bay. There's station ID chip.
Unprogrammed.
Missing chip.
Does it need to be programmed? Like
No.
a moon?
I don't think so. Didn't say anything about it being programmed. Alright, so space station and restrictions, it can even be smaller, expanded later when in space, don't form the core multi-block on Earth. Need to put a satellite bay and a space station ID chip in the space station assembler and build it. Okay. Alright, well that wasted it. Nice.
Wasted by the chip.
Yeah,
or
and
the-
the satellite bay. Just vanished. Alright, well, let's go ahead and cut this one and we'll figure it out off camera and come back and do that one later on. So, Sedastian and
Okay.
Nynlthul thanking you all for watching Second Job Game and Playing Age of Engineering. And if y'all like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button because it'll help us out a lot. And hit that subscribe button down you see the bottom right where it says 2JG. Go ahead and hit that and so you can see more of it when we bring them out and our other content that we have. So once again, thank you for watching and we'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.
Take care.